Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Slay. I am Gryrock, and today we will be tackling the easy level, Degi. So at first glance, this level appears to be rather plain, very circular. The south, however, does look to be our most defensible position, considering those small peninsulas, the lake, and the fact that we already have two territories down there. I do see that our northwest is looking fairly similar. So we should be able to do well by concentrating in those areas. And what I'd like to determine as early as possible, we should link those. Yes, in fact, most certainly we have to link those. We don't want that light brown character to get too much of a foothold. We got a nice strong territory here. Which we can combine there. Should be able to combine those as well. Nothing happening there. And that's our opening move. This dark brown territory is definitely going to be trouble. So at this point in the game, I'm simply trying to reach out and grasp whatever territory I can. Should be a pretty decent opening move there. Separating his territories as much as we can. Good, we'll be able to split them up. And with this territory expanding, we should be able to unite a large front here. Very good. Split him. Very good. Now, vulnerability here is going to be right in that location there. I can see this territory getting split. If it is split there, I'm not too worried about it. I'm just wondering if dividing there is going, or defending there is going to be a good idea or not. I think I'm going to go ahead and defend. I use that, chop that tree there. Still nothing that territory can take. Chop some trees there. Got some problems here. We got some massive territories coming to get that one. And those two are going to stay right where they are. We move to the next turn. Look at the size of that yellow army. That's insane. We can split him up a little bit. That's good. That there. In fact, we could probably split him up even more than that. If I... One guy there. This is a bit of a risky, bold move. But that army is huge. If we don't take him down, I'm afraid of what's going to be coming forward in the near future. We'll go ahead and do it. Take that opportunity then to minimize the impact that player is going to have. Now with this character here, I'm almost sort of stuck. I'm going to actually head to the south. My village is fairly well centered. And with a little bit of luck, we are going to have a peasant joining us in the future to gobble up some of those open territories. Nothing for him to do but build a castle. Nothing for him to do but chop down trees. Let's see how that paid off. Fairly well. We got a castle over here. That's a problem, but not a major problem. We can now attack there. and defend there. We can gain territory here, and a little defense there. Nothing for him to do at the moment. Little for him to do. And we should have a peasant to help us out in the next turn. Alright, let's move forward. Very good. So now we got this peasant who can start by chopping down trees. We'll take a territory there. Got enough now to build a spearman. Now we got people building castles in here, which is frustrating. You consider, what would happen if we did that? A couple of small territories, not really a big deal. Plenty of places to take here. Put some defense down there. That looks fairly secure. I don't see any major threats other than that light green. Light brown's kind of threatening, but not too bad. So considering now what we have here, I think that attacking is a good bet there as well. Alright, let's go forward. Alright, definitely getting threatened. But I think a simple attack there and there should take them out. Defending against that green guy. And the brown. Split that territory just a bit. Chop some trees. That was definitely a bold, risky move. I would definitely suggest learning the numbers a little bit better than I have. In many ways it is a numbers game. Now we got a bold character up here coming to get some of this territory. I'm going to need to defend there until I can get a castle. And here, don't have much of a choice. Got to go with the knight now. Going to use them to start uniting territories. Defending in the south. Actually, I'm looking at this right now. I'm going to take that back. I want that castle to be right there, so it's extraordinarily difficult for him to unite those two brown armies. One right there and there. One right there. And that is what we're doing. Alright, good. So with him defending there, I'm going to go ahead and make a risky move here and say let's bring in another peasant. And here we can reunite that territory. Actually bring them around like that. Defend there with a spearman. We're a little weaker in a few of these spots here and here. So I'm going to focus my efforts here on the light brown. See if we can clear out some of those trees, get us some more men. Nothing he's going to be able to do that's worth doing. Moving forward. Taking more territory there. Looking pretty good. Might even be able to build us a castle in the next turn in our southern territory. Continue my offensive here, both against our dark brown foe as well as the trees. Plenty of territory coming up. Be able to get that territory there now, and that's very good. Moving forward. Oh, that was excellent. That's truly excellent. Now, if I go 1, 2, we have a large united territory now. That's extremely good. I'm going to use my peasants here, and remember, a peasant next to a castle is extremely well defended. So if you can put yourself in a situation to use peasants and castles at the same time, you're in good shape. And we're looking pretty good here in the south. Still don't have that castle yet, though. That's alright. I'm a little worried about these guys coming from the east, so I'm going to go ahead and stop them right there. Next turn. Oh, this guy made a foolish move. Foolish move. Alright, let's take this territory to the south as well. Continue to defend there. When you continue to try and take this territory here, split him up. The biggest concern now is actually these trees. Let me go ahead and reunite or link us up there a little bit stronger. We're very well defended all over the place, but I do not want to get overrun with these trees. So I'm going to bring my peasants in here to make sure we have got these trees completely surrounded. And then use my spearmen to reunite some of our territory, at least get us closer to that. Alright, next turn. Looking really good here. Making extreme headway in the south. Should be linking my large southern territory with my central territory very soon, and that is going to be bad news for all of our attackers. Or I should say all of our enemies, enemy attackers. So I'm going to go ahead and focus predominantly on the south. I'm going to move my knight upwards towards the north, but everybody else I think I'm going to focus towards the south. Especially in this dark brown territory here. He could be trouble. And look at this! I have a peasant. Nothing he can do, so I'll just leave him be. And he's gone. And with this, I can unite. Oh, and that's interesting. Did you guys see that? Look at this. So he has this brown territory here has got 2 spearmen and a peasant. So I use a spearman and split it up. One of their spearmen is gone because a village needed to sprout up. So not only is his territory split, but he immediately lost his spearman, which doesn't really make much of a difference. It's just kind of interesting. And just to say I've done it, I'm going to reunite there as well. I'm going to put the hurtin on this guy here. Honeycomb his whole territory. Split this territory up a little bit. And just like with castles, you put spearmen around any other unit, or excuse me, peasants around any other unit, and it's going to take one stronger unit even to kill the peasant. So you can use that to your advantage as well. Alright. Only a matter of time now, and not very much time, I should say. We'll take up some of these smaller territories now. attention to detail absolutely requires that I, on certain occasions at least, get as absolutely much territory as possible and have it perfect. I can't stand a single tree or a single tile even out of place. So I do like to do that. It often costs me turns. Something that could be won in 15 turns, I find myself spending 20 turns to get there because I just want it to be absolutely perfect and easy. So in this situation, dark green is my biggest threat. If I just go ahead and get past his spearman there, I'm going to be able to honeycomb him pretty bad. So what I'm doing here is building a large, strong wall of defenders so that it's extremely difficult for him to get rid of us entirely. And then I will just put in as many peasants as need be. They want to surrender, and that's the end of the game in 16 turns. Well, that one wasn't so bad. I think tomorrow we're going to go ahead and go back to hard levels, but I wanted to give you guys at least one victory this week. Thank you again for joining us. This is Gryrock signing off. Hope to see you again soon.